So again, the main focus of our lesson is to write an informal letter or an informal email. So in your informal email or letter, you may be asked to do 3 main activities. Here, can you please, Khalid, can you please read top 10, top tip, this one. If you are writing, yes.
If you're writing an informal letter to a friend or family member, you may be asked to describe something or say what you think about a suggestion.
Okay, suggestion.
Often the question may give you some ideas and there may be picture to help you. The main thing is to show that you can write.
Right. So thank you, Khalid. So if you are writing an informal letter, okay. So yes, an informal letter to a friend or family member, you may be asked to, number 1, describe something or say what you think about a suggestion or a plan. Often the question may give you some ideas and there may be a picture to help you. The main thing is to show that you can write an informal style, right? So before we start, ya shabab, let me share this with you. Here, stop sharing this. Right? What can you see? Can you see my screen? Okay. Yes, Juri, can you see my screen? Juri, can you see my screen? Type. Here, ya shabab, you in the test, you may be given a question like this. You may be given a question like this. Okay. Here, you recently went to the opening day of a new visitor attraction in your town. Write an email to a friend about the day. In your email, you should, number 1, here, describe the visitor attraction. 2, explain what happened on the day. 3, say if you think the attraction will be a success or not. So, as you can see, ya shabab, you have 3 main prompts. 3 main prompts. Describe, be careful of this. Describe, explain, say what you think, or if you think the attraction will be a success or not. So in your answer, you should respond to the 3 questions, right? And also, you should use the given pictures to give you maybe further details or ideas. Okay? In your email or in your letter, you should write, of course, you are core program, you can write from 100 to 150. And inshallah, next year, when you study for IG or extended program, you should write here from 150 to 100 words. Okay? Okay, Shabab, how can you answer this question? How to write? Here, before we start, you should know the format. Let me stop sharing this and share my screen, my whiteboard. Here, in informal letter, outline. When you write an informal letter, how many parts should you write? The first one, you should start with what? Any ideas? The first one, the
Greeting.
first part, greeting, of course. Yes, you should write greeting. Okay. The second one, Jury, an idea. The second part, you should write what? An introduction. In your introduction, you should write what? Why? Why you are writing? Why you are writing this email or this letter? Right? Then you can write body. Body include the main ideas. You should answer the 3 questions in body. You can write body 1, or you can say body 2. Body 2, sometimes you can write body 3. What I mean by body 1, you should answer question 1, body 2 answer question 2, body 3 answer question 3. Finally, you should write conclusion. You should write conclusion. You should end your informal email or informal letter in a perfect way. Right? Is it clear? Ya shabab, is it clear?
Yes.
Jury, are you with me?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so here we have 4 main parts. They should be included in your informal email. Now I'll give you further details. What should you write in each part? How can you write a greeting? How can you write the perfect introduction? And how can you develop in your develop the main prompts in 2 or 3 different paragraphs, and how to write your conclusion. Let me stop sharing this and continue sharing this file. Okay, so you must be familiar with the format of an informal email. As I told you here, salutation, or we call it a greeting. You can say dear, hi, dear Ahmed, hi Khalid, hi Jury. You can say introduction, body. You can write introduction. Okay, and body in 2 or 3 paragraphs. Shabab, can you hear me? Yeah, Shabab.
Yes.
Okay. So don't worry, Shabab. I'll send this file to our WhatsApp group. What should you write in the introduction after writing the greeting? Here, you should start with a warm, friendly opening. Like what? How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, or it was good to hear from you. Or you can say, sorry for not replying sooner. I have been very busy. You can start like this, because you should prove that you are friends, or you have been friends for a long time. Or you can say, I am so sorry for taking so long to reply. I have been revising. And of course, if you write like this, you should give him reason. Okay, I am sorry for taking so long to reply. I have been revising for my exams, for example. Or you can say, my dad has been in the hospital throughout the last week, or something like that. Okay, or you can start like this: congratulations on your award. Okay, imagine your friend has been awarded maybe as a role and the best student in the school, or for getting high mark or full mark in his exams. Okay, It has been an hectic week for over here. Hectic week means tiring week. You were super busy. You had to do a lot of things throughout this week, for example. So I couldn't write to you earlier. Okay, so write any reason. So this is how to write the introduction, right? Okay, after doing this, after saying hello, some maybe personal details, you should mention why. You should write here in the introduction, you should write the main purpose of writing this email or this letter. Why? For example, you can say here, tell them why you are writing the letter. This will be specified in the question paper itself. Okay, so why, for example, I am writing to invite you to my birthday party. Okay, I am writing to tell you about my last trip, for example, last week. Any reason, okay, because this is informal letter. So you can different and informal, you can write this for any or different reasons. Okay, Khalid, clear?
Yes.
Right. So imagine يا شباب. Here, can you see my screen?
Mm.
Khalid, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. So here, ya Khalid, look at the exam style question below and complete the gaps with the words from activity E3. Discuss your ideas with your partner. Don't write anything yet. Can you please, Khalid? Okay. Explain. Here, just write what? Explain. Describe, write, say. Can you complete this?
Okay. It's going to give the issue to complete form.
Khalid, your voice is not clear.
Where's activity A3 to complete from?
This one, ya Khalid. Right. Explain. Explain. Describe, write, say. Explain, describe, write, say. Okay.
Okay.
Now, here, you have recently been to a new fast food restaurant. Right? You have recently been to a new fast food restaurant. Okay. Right. In your town, a letter to a friend. What should you say here? Telling him him or her about your visit. In your letter, you should. What should you write? A. Again, you have four
Should write.
words. Write,
Right.
write, describe, explain, say. Right? So A, write. Jury, are you with me? So in your
Yes,
time, write a letter to a friend, telling him or her about your visit. In your letter, you should. Can you complete be a jury, please? Where the restaurant is, when you went there, and why.
explain where the restaurant is.
Explain where the restaurant is or describe where the restaurant is.
Describe.
Okay, yes, so you can say describe. Describe here يا شباب, give me true or factual details. Again, describe means give me factual details. For example, the new fast food restaurant is located in our neighborhood. It's quite close to my house. It's for example, it is located on for example King Fahd Street. Okay, something like that. It's close to my house, as I told you. It's between the local park and the hospital. So give me any true details. This is what I mean, describe. So describe where the restaurant is. And of course, you can give me factual and more adjectives when you describe it. طيب, the next one يا خالد, C. The restaurant and its atmosphere.
Explain.
The restaurant and its atmosphere. You can say here, describe.
Can you say?
Okay. Explain the restaurant. Explain where the restaurant is. So this one we should write here. This one, ya shabab, you can say much better. You can say explain. Where is it? Okay. So you can say here, here. Right. So here, write a letter. This one, where the restaurant is and why you went, when you went there and why. You should say what? Huh? Explain. Okay. This one, the restaurant and its atmosphere, describe. And what you are ate and what you thought of the food. Mean say what? Right? The pictures here may give you some ideas and you should try to use some of them. Here, if you look at the pictures, you can find here may be different types of food, and here you can describe the location of the new fast food restaurant. Okay, Shabab, is it clear? Yeah, Shabab. Shabab, can you hear me? Shabab, can you hear me? Right. So, in your email or in your informal letter, you may to use these words: explain, describe, write, and say. Okay? Right, ya shabab? The next one. How? Yes. Again, how to open your informal letter and how to end it. To start, you can say hi and write the name of your friend, right? Or dear and say the name, or hello. Or you can thank your friend to his email. Thanks for your letter. Lovely to hear from you. Or you can say, how are you? Or how are things? I hope you are well. So you should start your informal letter in a very friendly way. Type how to end your letter. Here, some closing phrases. You can say best wishes, all the best, see you soon, take care, yours, love, or lots of love, or speak to you soon. Okay? And the main focus here, the main focus, يا شباب, if your letter, you need to focus on here only content and language. Content and language. What I mean by content and what I mean by language. Content, the ideas should be related. Okay, the ideas should be related. Here, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Right. Can you please top tip? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, jury, please, can you read the top tip? What should you focus while writing your informal letter?
When you write, use your imagination as much as possible, but remember that your answer must always be relevant to the question.
Okay.
Think about how to improve your writing by using more adjectives and adverbs. Check your work carefully and language errors and count how.
Okay. Here. Yes, and count.
How many words you've written.
Yes, how many words you have written.
Make sure that you follow all the instructions very carefully and write the required numbers of words.
Exactly. This is what you need to focus while writing your informal letter. You need to focus on the content. You must write relevant ideas to the given question. And of course, you need to use varied or various adjectives to describe and develop your ideas. And of course, focus on the language. So, here يا شباب, another important one. The next one, يا Khalid. This one. Here, another top tip. Can you read it, please?
Remember that when answering questions, you need to think about both content and language.
Yes.
Refers to the relevance and development of ideas. Language refers to style and accuracy. So you need to make sure that your writing is relevant with well-developed ideas and that the language is accurate and
appropriate. Right. Again, what I mean by content, content refers to the relevance and the development of ideas. You should write main idea and develop it. How can you develop it? You should personalize your answer. You should write more details. This is what I mean by relevance and the development. And the language refers to what? Your style and accuracy. You should write the right structure. For example, if you are writing something about the future, you should use future forms. If writing about your last trip, in this way, you need to write in the past form. Okay? This is what we mean by language. And also, ya shabab, you need to make sure that your writing is relevant and well-developed ideas. Don't write meaningless phrases or incomplete sentences. For example, you can say, I went to the zoo last week. I went to the zoo last week. What do you think? Is it complete or incomplete sentences? Is it well-developed sentence?
Yes.
Type, Jury, what do you think? Jury, are you with me? I went to the zoo last week. Is it a well-developed sentence?
Yes.
Okay, but you should add more details. I went to the zoo last weekend with my family and we had lovely time. We went there by car or by bus or by taxi, blah, 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 blah. So in this way, you are giving me more details about the main idea, about going to the zoo. This is what you need to do to write a well-developed idea, a well-developed ideas. Okay, Shabab? Right? Right. Here, the next point, this one. Here we have two sample. Yes. Two informal letters, ya Shabab. Two informal letters. What should you do here? What should you do? Okay. Here's sample answer, two sample answers. Student A, student B. And here, your letter should be 100, 100 to 150 if you are poor, and 150 to 200 words long if you are extended. So you are poor. So we need to write 100 to 150 words. What should you do? Read, please, read the two letters and let me know which is much better and why. I give you 3 minutes. Read the two letters, please. Okay? Shabab, are you with me? Yeah, Shabab.
Yes.
Yes, start, please. This sample answer here, the sample answer to respond to this email, to this question. What would be the best way to begin and end informal letter like the one in activity E4? Right? Here, a possible opening, closing phrases. Can you read this, please?
A or B?
Here, both. Right, read A and read B and let me know which is much better and why. Are you
I
done?
finished.
Okay. Are you done, Jury?
Sometimes.
Are you done?
Yes.
So, yes, Jury, let me know which is much better and why. Which one you are more familiar with, letter A or letter B?
A.
Letter A. But why?
Because like has more details,
Mm-hmm.
so like you get to know more of the story, like
Okay.
understand more.
Okay. Only you prefer letter A because the writer includes more details.
Yes.
Okay, this is a good idea. But what do you think? Are the details related to the given questions, or they are unnecessary words or details?
They're unnecessary.
So this is good or bad?
It's bad.
Of course. That's what, if you want to add more details, you should add related details, convenient details to the topic. Okay, good points. Thank you. Khalid, what do you think? Which is much better and why? Letter A or B?
A.
Again, A. So you agree with Jury, but
Sorry,
why?
I mean B. Sorry, I mean B. No
Letter
B.
B, but why? Why,
Yes,
ya
I
Khalid?
thought it A
Why?
because
Why
it
B?
has more adjectives and
Uh-huh.
it's talking about straight to the point or to the question. Right.
Mm-hmm. So you like it B
Not
because
saying a lot of
he...
details or unnecessary like in one. Okay. More
Okay,
adjectives, a lot of adjectives.
you mean he used a lot of adjectives, as you mentioned, and he is more specific. He used only the relevant details. This is what you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, type. Okay, Khalid, I agree with you. Type. What do you think? The layout. Which is the layout? The layout in letter A or letter B? Letter A or letter B? The layout. Here, the layout is just one paragraph. Here, the layout in different paragraphs. So which one is easy to follow? Jury?
B.
B, of course. Jury, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think the layout of paragraph A or letter A? Here, he wrote the letter in one paragraph. Okay, the letter he wrote. Khalid, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Jury, can you hear me? يا شباب, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Right. Jury, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. So please, yes. So again, ya shabab, again, why letter B is much better than letter A. Could you please this examiner commentary? Why? Khalid, read the details, please. Letter B is the better of the two because the layout
It's easier to follow. The writer has fully responded to all the points in the question.
okay.
There is no unnecessary content. The level of accuracy is good with a wide range of vocabulary.
Yes, as you mentioned, ya Khalid, as you mentioned. Okay. Type Jury, can you please letter A feedback? Letter A feedback, please read it.
Letter A is not as effective because the writer has not used any paragraphs and
Yes.
therefore the content is more difficult to follow.
Yeah.
Not all the points in the question have been dealt with. There is a lot of unnecessary information.
Yeah.
There is a higher level of inaccuracy
Yeah.
and limited range of vocabulary.
That's it. That's why letter B, for example, can take 9 out of 10, but letter B, he can say 6 out of 10. Okay? That's why, of course, when you write an informal letter, you should be letter B, right? You should write your answers in short paragraphs. You should write more details. You should write correct structures and use a wide range of vocabulary. Don't repeat the same vocabulary. You can use the same meaning, but in different words, right? Okay. So let me stop sharing this. And here. Okay. Now I'll give you another task. Please again read the two letters again, but this time answer. Yes. Here يا شباب. With apart the side letters A or B, it's better. Yes, we discussed this one. Now answer exercise 7. Which letter, A or B? Okay. A. Khalid. Read and answer A, please.
Uses correct opening and closing phrases.
Okay.
Uh,
A, correct. Look,
B.
opening
B.
and the closing phrases. So let's here have a look again. The opening closes here. Hello, friend. He say here, hello, friend, or dear animal. I think they are correct, right? What about the closing phrase? Yours faithfully. And here one, huh? Can't wait to make you. See you soon. Yes. So both two letters use here correct opening and the closing phrase. So here you can say A and B. Do you agree with me, Jury?
Yes.
Okay, so the two students here used the appropriate way to open and close the letters. Type B, Jury, please.
Does not have any paragraph breaks. A.
Exactly, A. And as we discussed, is it good or bad to do?
It's bad.
It's bad. That's it. You should leave paragraph break and write each main idea in a separate short paragraph. Type Khalid, C, please.
Responds to each of the three question prompts. B.
B. Here, let me again refer to B. Here, here body one. Here body one. Okay. Here, body 2. Right? So that's right. He wrote his main ideas in 2 main paragraphs. Right. Do you agree, jury?
Yes.
Right. Right. The next one, ya shabab. Here. Dia jury, please. Contains a lot of spelling mistakes. Yeah. Which one?
A.
A. Like what? Let me double check, please. Here. Can you see any spelling mistakes here? Later, some days ago. How are you? I am well and I am enjoying, which have started before 2 days. My family are well and I am busy getting ready for tomorrow. Can you see any spelling mistakes in my school test? But my mom and dad, as usually, they tell me that I must to work. I must to work more hard the next year. So here, as you see, grammar mistake. I can't use to after must. Right?
Yes.
Type Khalid, what about letter B? Can you see any spelling mistakes?
You cannot see the screen.
You can't see my screen?
I can see it not clearly the words I can.
Sorry, Khalid, again, please.
I can see it clearly. خلاص. Now it's fine.
Okay, can you see any spelling mistakes in letter B?
I'm searching.
No spelling mistakes? Right. Okay, now the next point. Here, E includes information that is not relevant. Includes information that is not relevant. What does mean relevant? Relevant means related, right? Which one, ya shabab, A or B?
You said what does mean relevant?
Yes, here. Which student has written unnecessary words or unnecessary details? A, exactly. Okay? Clear, ya shabab? Type. Now, what should we do? It's time to practice. It's time to practice. Can you please read activity 8? Activity 8, please. Here. To improve your writing is by using more of them. With the part talk about how to improve letter A, using more adjectives and adverbs where appropriate. You don't need to write anything yet. So, how can we improve the letter B? How can we improve the letter B? Right? For example, we had food and the atmosphere too was good. How to write this in a perfect way? How can you write this in a perfect way? Here, we ate delicious food. We ate delicious food and the atmosphere was really fantastic. What is this, ya shabab? Delicious food. What happened here? What's the difference between this student, this sentence, and the second one? Here, food, without any adjectives. But here, food, he write what? Delicious food. Okay, Shabab, did you remember adjectives? We explained the adjectives in Unit 1 and Unit 2.
Yes.
Julie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so you can add an adjective or an adverb before the adjective. Type. Another one, the atmosphere was good. Okay, here he writes what? And the atmosphere was really fantastic. What is the difference? Here, fantastic and really, adverb plus an adjective. But here, the first one only good, an adjective only. In your opinion, which one is much better, ya shabab? Sentence A or sentence B? Which one?
Sentence B.
Why, Khalid? I agree with you, but why?
Because it has a more range of vocabularies.
Especially adjectives. Okay, and the adverbs.
Yes.
He write noun, adjective plus noun. Here he write adverb plus an adjective. And he gives us the same meaning. Okay, Julie, do you agree with Khalid? Sentence B is much better?
Yes.
Okay, so now, ya shabab, we need to improve this one. We need to improve letter A. We need to rewrite this letter and improving it. How? Can you please rewrite this letter in a perfect way? Try adding more adjectives and write the main ideas in separate paragraphs. Can you do this?
Which one? Letter A?
A. Yes, we need to improve letter A to get a high mark. So please write it in your notebook. And after you finish, I'll ask each one of you to take photo and send your letter to our WhatsApp group. And I'll read it and give you feedback. Are you ready? Jury,
Yes.
are you ready? Are you ready, Khalid? Khalid, are you ready?
Yes.
Right. So start now, please. You have 15 minutes from now. Again, please write the same letter in your notebook. Add more details, especially adjectives, and write the main ideas in separate paragraphs. Once you finish, please take photo and send it to our WhatsApp group.
That it must be 100 words because I make it small.
Again, Khalid, please.
It must be 100 words because I make it small.
It's okay. Just cover the keywords, ya Khalid. No need to complete all. Just try to improve it. Try to improve it. The key words, the key ideas here. Jury, are you done?
No.
Okay. Khalid, please, if you finish, send your letter.
Okay, I finished. Should it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Khalid, can you read your email, your letter, please? Khalid, are you with me? Khalid?
Yes.
Could you read, please, your letter?
Okay. Dear Ali, how are you? I hope you are well. I am well and I'm enjoying my holiday. Uh, I'm very excited to see the new restaurant beside my home. What makes me more exciting for it that it sells burgers, which are my favorite meal. Most of the time there are music playing for children, and there is a playing zone for them too. The best time to visit is at Thursday because there are events at that day. My visit there was amazing. I wish to visit again with you.
Thank you, Khalid. I like your outline. You wrote 3 different paragraphs. You started your email or your letter in a good way, saying hello to your friend and showing that you are very pleased that, yes, to hear from him and you are spending your holiday. Okay. So I'm very excited to see, yes, the restaurant, right? Khalid, I asked you to do what? To do what?
Correct.
To improve
Correct.
letter A. To improve letter A, ya Khalid. So write letter A in the correct way, right? But what you have done, you wrote a good email or a good letter, but not what I mentioned. But generally speaking, this is a nice try for writing an informal email. So in your homework, of course, you should submit another one. So let me check Jury, please. Could you read, please, yeah, Julie, your letter?
Okay. Dear Andrew, I've received your letter a few days ago. How is life going? I hope you're fantastic. I'm loving my holidays. Me and my family are doing alright. We are excitedly packing to go to the mountains.
Perfect.
The best thing that has happened.
Okay, just wait, please. So this is a very good introduction. You started your email in a perfect way, right? And here, what you mean here, me and my family. You should say my family and I are doing blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, the next one, read, please.
The best thing that has happened recently is that they opened a new fast food restaurant that sells burgers. I heard that it was really delicious, so I went with my friends to try it.
Okay.
Fantastic experience.
Thank you. So now here, you developed the ideas by writing here. Yes, you more adjectives like what? A new fast food restaurant, burgers. Yes, what about burgers here? Right? That it was really delicious, good. So here you write really delicious. So here an adverb plus an adjective, good. I went with my friends. It's blah blah blah. Yes, great. It was a fantastic experience, excellent or fascinating experience, wonderful jury. So you used here more details to describe the nouns. Perfect. Type the last paragraph. Yes, read it, please.
We stayed at the restaurant all night that we had to walk back home because there was no buses left. I am craving for another burger right now. I hope you come
around.
I'm willing to hear from you soon.
Perfect. Yes, here to end your email. Hope you are.
Enjoy your holidays. Your best friend, Jory.
Perfect. Let me clap for you, Julie. Wonderful. Thank you very much. This is perfect and informal email. I like your outline. You write your in paragraphs, as we mentioned, and you added more details. Perfect. And you all the ideas are coherent and related. Thank you very much. Big thank you for you, Jody, for this perfect informal email. Thank you. So here, ya shabab, what you need to do is, let me, yes, this one. Okay, here. Yes. Again, you need to answer this as a homework, ya shabab. This is your homework. Exercise E4. E4, this one. This question. Here. This question, ya shabab. This one. Okay, you have been, or you have recently been to a new fast food restaurant in your town. Write a letter to a friend. So here, write, as we discussed before, telling him or her about your visit. In your letter, you should, number one, here, explain where the restaurant is, when you went there, and why. This is prompt number one. Prompt two, describe the restaurant and its atmosphere. This prompt two. And the last one, say what you ate and what you thought of the food. This prompt three. And of course, you can use the pictures. Here you are given two pictures showing the outline or the big picture for the fast food restaurant, and another picture showing types of food, right? And of course, you need to write 100 to 150 words. This is your homework. But what you need to do is, please, before you write, you should create your mind map. You should structure your outline. How? Like this, Yeshiva. Like this. You can create your hand map like this, your mind map. Of course, the first one, you should explain where, when, and why. Where at the restaurant? When did you go? And why did you go there? Okay? And of course, you should provide just maybe short words or single word to answer. Where, for example, you can say town center or in our local park. When? Last Friday. Why? To celebrate, for example, my birthday party or any reason. Here you should say, describe the food. Food, you can write different types. Here, burger, for example, you can add more types of food. Okay? Describe the atmosphere. You can say it was busy, it was lively, it was peaceful, for example. The waiters were friendly, something like that. After that, after finishing your mind map, please start writing each main idea in a separate paragraph, as we mentioned. So you can write one paragraph for prompt number one, and another paragraph to describe the food, another paragraph to describe the atmosphere. So at the end, you should have introduction, body one, body two, body three, conclusion. Conclusion by saying closing phrases like, I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon, or right back soon, or something like that. Okay? Is it clear? What should you do?
Can you repeat?
Okay, again, you should answer. Let me, yes, this one. Here, you need to write an informal email or informal letter and answer this question. Right? Can you read it, please, Jury? Again, can you read it, please? This one.
Which one?
Exercise 4.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
You
You
have
have recently been to a new fast food restaurant in your town.
Right.
Write a letter to a friend telling him or her about your visit. In your letter, you explain where the restaurant is,
Yeah.
when you went there and why. Describe the restaurant and its atmosphere,
Yeah.
and say what you ate and what you thought of the food. The pictures here may give you some ideas, and you should try to use some ideas of your own.
Yes, that's it. This is what you need to do as homework. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So what about our progress test, ya shabab? When should you like to take this lesson? Again, it will be an extra session. The main purpose is to conduct your progress test 1. As you know, progress test 1 should be based on units 1 and 2. It covers 2 units. Right? So
Yes.
I'll review before you start the test and respond to any confusing questions you have. Then you should answer the questions. I'll send you the test before the session using Google Documents. So what is the best time for you? Saturday or Friday tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Friday. What time?
8
What is
o'clock?
the best time? 8 o'clock? You mean 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Type. What about you, Khaled? I think it's not the right time, ya Jury. What do you think, ya Khaled?
Okay, anytime.
Okay, so what do you think, ya Khaled? What is the best time for you?
I'm not sure actually. I don't have a best time. You can say the time, and I can say if it is suitable for me.
Okay. Let
Can
me
we do it like at
say
3 p.m.?
3 p.m.
Yeah.
3 p.m. after Asr prayer.
Yes.
Type. What do you think of
I don't
Saturday?
think
What do you
it will be
think of
tomorrow.
What do you think of Saturday morning? Saturday morning. So let's enjoy your weekend tomorrow, and let's meet again on Saturday morning, maybe 10 a.m. or 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. What do you
Okay,
think?
12 p.m.
Khalid, it's okay for you?
I don't know. Maybe I will be busy,
12?
but I will try. Okay.
Of course,
The
yeah.
quiz will be how much? Oh, I like. Yeah, it will take how much? Oh.
Maximum 50 minutes. Only 50 minutes.
Okay.
So yes, just review if you have any problem, any questions.
Saturday morning.
So
It's good.
yes, Saturday here, Saturday 12 p.m.
Morning. It's good.
after al-Dhuhr prayer. After
No
al-Dhuhr
problem.
prayer. Okay? Okay,
It
Julie
can
done?
be before the. Maybe it will be also good. It can be before the.
You mean what time?
Be much.
11?
Maybe like 10. No, 10. So that I finish and go pray. 11.
Like, what do you think, Julie? Do you agree? Start 11, not 12?
Okay.
Okay, so done يا شباب. So let's meet inshallah 11 a.m. on Saturday بعون. Why? To do progress test 1, covering units 1 and 2. Okay? And your homework today, just to write an informal email answering exercise E4, page 40. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Take care. let's meet inshallah on Saturday. Thank you. Take care, ya shabab. And thank you very much for hard working tonight. Thank you. All the best.